Hammer time.
Freddie, on point in audio. Here we go. Let's talk movies. Okay, Jack Reacher's back. Never Go Back. Sequel here. Was it a good idea for Tom Cruise to go back with this?
All right, here we go. 4 years later, Tom Cruise is back as a military investigator, Jack Reacher, and this time around he has to clear the name of a friend while uncovering a government conspiracy. Let's have a look, and then we'll get into it.
Ma'am, these men are here to transfer you.
Who are they? Reacher?
These men are here to kill you.
Soldier, you know who I am.
You've been relieved of command, ma'am.
No time.
I'm being held here without cause. It is your right to kill. That soldier was under my command.
We don't have time for this.
You're a legend. Folks wonder why you left. Purple Heart, Silver Star. There's this big dent in the
Kobe
dust.
Smulders, right there. Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, Kobe bringing it, I tell you.
How does she fit into the mix here alongside Tom Cruise?
Sensational. I mean, she's not a sidekick in this movie. She is right there alongside, sharing the pedestal with Tom, kicking butt, dishing out the one-liners, and bringing a lot of intensity as well. Some great character interaction here. Full disclosure, I'm a huge Tom Cruise fan in the movies. I think he's got so much charisma. He's stoic in this role. He's still running around, dispensing the action very effectively, and I like the emphasis on strong female characters in this movie. Not only Kobe's character, but there's also a teen who shows up and may have a connection to Jack Reacher's past here. I really like that. The action is familiar. I don't want to quite call it generic, and it does have a lot of those action thriller tropes, of course. However, there was a sort of methodical pacing to the movie, which I appreciated, and the action was very well staged, and there's a lot of it. And there's a great little bit involving Halloween in New Orleans. And it was refreshing because it didn't need a lot of needless twists or that frantic, shaky action. So I like Tom Cruise in this character. Not sure if we necessarily needed a sequel, but it did tick a lot of boxes for me.
Does this set the stage? Will we see more in the Jack Reacher franchise?
Depending on how it does at the box office, I think we will. I would welcome another chapter in this story.
How many hammers?
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5 for the action star that is Tom Cruise, and crew, and Kobe representing Vancouver.
Yes.
I'd like to see that. Spy comedy. Keeping Up with the Joneses.
This was just terrible, okay? Let me set it up for you. A suburban couple played by Zach Galifianakis and Isla Fisher get pulled into a deadly game of espionage when they find out that their neighbors are covert operatives played by John Hamm and Gal Gadot. Now, this is full of unfunny, stale jokes, completely dated material. It doesn't even have raunchy or crude material to fall back on. It's totally bland. And the production itself is to watch the movie, it's like very ugly. I mean, it's overlit and saturated, so it looks like just a really poor production, I have to say. And I think Zach and Isla fare the worst here of all. I mean, Gal Gadot, she's going to be amazing in Wonder Woman. I'm really looking forward to that. John Hamm, he's fine. But Zach Galifianakis and Isla Fisher in this movie have nothing really to do, and I feel like this is going to hurt their movie careers. It's got a decent car chase in it, and you saw that little glimpse of the scene in the Chinese restaurant. That was kind of funny. Other than that, this was just really, really painful to watch. And they had like scenarios where like, okay, we got to write a situation where like Isla and Gal have to kiss because it'll be funny and like satisfy some of those fanboys and things like that out there. But why would people pay money to go to the theater and sit through this when there are things that are 10 times better for free on their television screens?
When I was looking at this, it kind of the aesthetic looked like a sitcom, like you'd see with the commentary of Blackish or Fresh Off the Boat.
A bad sitcom. Those are good shows though.
This is a bad sitcom.
Oh, this is a very bad sitcom. To call this mediocre would be an insult to mediocrity.
Oh!
Kabam!
How many hammers?
Gotta go with a disappointing 1 out of 5.
Oh, but they still did get one.
Yeah, there was a decent car chase, and that Chinese restaurant scene is funny. Other than that, forget it.
By the way, was that Glenn from The Walking Dead in that movie right there?
No, I don't think it was. In the restaurant scene?
Yeah.
That was Bobby Lee from Mad TV.
Well, that's worth one hammer right there.
That's right. There you go.
I've got Walking Dead fever this weekend. It's exciting.
Fair enough.